Alrighty. So, I think I showed these off before. But she still has a few things that we can buy, and now that I have some extra money laying around...
Yes, the pins.
Yeah.
For the map and stuff.
Let's go ahead and buy these up. Let's buy her out.
Splurge, you know? Let her retire.
These would make good actual pins.
I am sure the next con you go to, you can find some vendor who has pins as a part of their sale that will have these made.
Oh, I forget who... I feel bad now because I was like, oh, your stuff's amazing. I totally want to promote it. Canvas Quest, maybe? Somebody makes, like, amazing pins. The last time we were at an event, we bought, like, a Brandon pin from Corandia.
Oh, wow.
An NES ice hockey pin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And, like, really good quality, like, metal, too. I love him, but naivete is one of his specialties.
Yeah. Zelda is not a fan of the Grim Troop. Alright, what is the best way to get to Deep Nest? Queen Station is looking pretty good. Mantis Village also. Mantis Village is a bit more of a hoof.
There's a trek, yes.
But there's also that whole area in the center there. I think I'm gonna have to do some backtracking no matter what I do here.
Right.
I think I'll go Queen Station, but then go through the Mantis Village. It's not like I have to fight anything in there anyway.
It's a very small around path.
Sure.
Right, yeah.
Take the horseshoe.
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of this world seems much quieter now.
Yeah, about that.
It's funny, too, because, like, the stylized sort of metro map there when you're picking your place, I still can't make heads or tails of its positioning of where things are, but when you can see the pins on the map that you pulled up now, like all that,
Yeah.
it makes a world of difference in seeing where stuff is, and like that is a real quality of life.
Well, because it's one of those things, too, especially early on, like, if you know what's in that room, it's easy to picture that room, and you can start kind of picturing the areas around it. So it's, okay, so when I leave out of that room, I found this and this and this and this, and it's a lot easier to kind of understand all that.
Especially for, like, a first-timer like me watching this, you know, like, okay, yeah, I remember that room, or I remember that location because of those point icons.
Right.
The lesson here is just have a lot of geo.
I mean...
Earn geo, spend geo.
It's working for me.
I like games that have more than one or two sinks for their currency.
Yeah, so there's a couple more minor things that we can spend our geo on, but there's one major thing. I think I've already mentioned it. You know those fragile charms we have that we got from the weird bug dude?
Yeah, the one that you can't get.
First of all, how descriptive is weird bug dude in a game?
Sufficiently.
In Hollow Knight. But yeah, he gave us those fragile charms.
Yeah.
If you go to the second building of the Grim Troop with that weird big worm lady, you can feed her those charms and then give her a certain amount of money, and she will give you a permanent version of them.
Oh, the non-fragile equivalent.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that if you die, they don't break.
Right.
Yeah, and actually doing that, it gives you one of the best charms in the game. If you give her the fragile strength and then buy it back, unbreakable strength is massive, especially once you get more nail upgrades and all that good stuff. And these guys are still cool with me.
Always bow.
Aw. I still have fond memories very, very long ago when you came down here early and defeated the mantises, and then like we were bowing to all of them on the way out.
It's the little things in this game, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also the major things. I think this is a wonderful game. Just head to toe, start to finish, everything about it I love. but I also really just enjoy the little things.
I mean, they're bugs, dude. They're all little things.
Always bow. Alright. So for anyone who's played Dark Souls, welcome to Blighttown.
Oh, I get that reference.
You haven't played Dark Souls?
I mean, I know, and I'm almost 40, but I still get the reference. I have the Twitch.
Fair.
I have watched people suffer.
Yeah, so this place is another one where you can see it's lit up around my collar. You need the lantern to make it through here.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need it. You can progress without it if you like have the layout completely memorized.
I was gonna say,
if you're one of those players.
Are we doing like an AGDQ blindfold run here?
Dude, I've seen people do it. It is a marvel to watch.
Yeah.
But
there are some talented mofos out there.
yeah, man.
No two ways about it.
It's some of the modded content of Hollow Knight has been some of my favorite stuff to watch, by the way. People have come up with some really interesting game modes. There's one, my favorite is there's like a hunter mode where a bunch of multiplayer people, like 4 or 5 people come in and their job is to chase down one person and stop them from completing the game.
Wow.
It's so entertaining, too.
That strikes me as requiring a healthy amount of modding.
I know, this game has been modded back and forth a lot at this point.
Which is surprising. It's not the genre you would expect that from.
Yeah, but you know why it is because this game came out 4 years ago and we're still waiting for Silk Song, so people have been filling the gap with more content of this game.
It's so fair.
So hold on. 4 years.
I think 4 years, maybe 3, I'm not
I was
sure.
gonna say, meaning when we started recording, how old was this game?
Probably 2.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, so...
This
Yeah, because I
Quarrel
guess
Flush-
we started recording a little over 2 years ago.
Is I think when I picked the game up, it was about a year old, and then like, shortly after playing it, I was like, I need to do this for the channel.
Right.
This Coral Plush was made in 2019.
Yeah, I feel
Oh,
like
there you
there was...
go.
So maybe a year after the game came out, it got really popular.
Yeah. I think there was a window at the German thing where like you would play this and Ori.
Yeah, I played them both pretty close to each other.
Right.
Which Ori's another good game. I don't get the same kind of satisfaction playing Ori as I do this, but Ori's a very good game.
You're hugging Quirrell, but I'm thinking we haven't seen him in a long time.
Where is he? I miss him.
Ask and you may receive.
That'd be cool. I'd be worried if he was here in Deep Nest, but you know. Ooh, new creature.
He explores a lot.
Yep.
That's his whole thing. He's an explorer. Yeah, get used to those, by the way. The falling platforms.
The ones that are like, I guess the trap version of the ones where you're using the down dash to get through.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of those in this area. I'm trying to make sure I got everything. I don't think there's anything else here. Yeah, there's a lot of false wall, false floor action in this place.
Talking yesterday with somebody about Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest.
Yeah.
And, you know, that game, like a lot of the early NES games, Mario 2, Castlevania 2, Zelda 2, like, because they were so different from their beloved originals, you know, they're mixed review kind games, and some people like them, some people don't.
Sure.
I love Castlevania 2 with, like, a single exception.
Which was?
Have you played through Simon's Quest?
No, I've seen videos of it, though.
Okay.
I've watched playthroughs.
There are fake floors
Okay.
in the game that have no visual distinction of any kind whatsoever, and falling through them can mean like dying or sending you back like 5 to 10 minutes of like progress.
That's terrible.
There's
just no indication.
There's zero indication
other than you've played this game before and you know where it is.
Right, or you can throw holy water, and so the holy water has like a very small arc. It goes like to the next sprite in front of you and down.
Right.
Which means you can walk 1 brick, throw a holy water. Walk 1 brick, throw a holy water.
Right,
walk
because
1
how
brick.
would you know to throw a holy water at the thing?
Well, the first time you fall through one of these, you just, like, a trail, and then you're like, okay, well, maybe it's just this dungeon that did it. And then they keep doing it in the game, and you grow this, like, intense distrust for floors in general. And you just start, like, throwing, you know, holy water on every floor in every, like, anytime you're going over those tiles. And they use those tiles so much that it, like, it slows your progression in those dungeons to an absolute crawl as you're testing the floors. You know, the best level design hooks, like earlier when you had those big guys jumping and you learn to dash back and forth and kill them that way.
Yeah.
And then you face them when there's spikes on the floor and it forces you to change your design patterns, right?
Yeah.
The best... Oh, empty.
Oh.
Other. Oh, yay.
Oh.
Other.
And they have
3
red
fakes.
And they have red backgrounds when they're evil.
Oh yeah, I guess do we have both data entries for the fakes?
Yeah, if I can remember where they are.
Where
Mimic. Is that even what they're called?
I'm just kind of
Yeah, I
go
think
based
so.
on.
Mimic sounds right. I don't.
Have I fought any? Because I know where they are and I
Oh,
just
you might
don't
have-
ever engage
Oh wait,
them.
it's not mistake.
No.
No.
Where's the content? Get back out there and
Yeah, have
kill
I just
one.
not
False knight.
engaged any of them
No.
because I don't want to?
I don't think
I
you
could
have.
have sworn you did though.
Maybe that was one of those things that didn't
Lost.
make it over from the Switch.
Right, that's what it was. It was probably there you
Yeah.
go. There's your entry. So it didn't make it over from the Switch.
Yep, there you go.
All right. Well,
Now everyone can see it for the first time.
if you didn't believe us before, we are definitely playing this on a different console. All right. Well, that's good.
Alright, so we got another buddy. Always good. And down here, but we're gonna find out. It's a little cheap, but I'm gonna do it.
This place is creepy.
It's not pleasant.
Yeah, like all of the like the writhing spikes in the pits, like the living creatures, but sort of scared. Light danger. Had a little Starship Troopers moment. It's afraid! Yay!
Friggin' Doogie Howser, the sidekick. Alright, that was where the dude was. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to set my home point.
Oh yeah. Well, this doesn't seem like the best place in the world to do that.
Unless... No, this is not the best place in the world to do that.
This just gets darker and darker and deadlier and deadlier.
Yeah, and like I said, not a fun place. And we are not that far into it either.
I was gonna say, there was a pretty sizable amount of space on the map between where this area started and where the six-eyed mask was.
Yep. Alright, so now we've connected back to the, to that drop
Gotcha,
next
yeah.
to the Queen Gardens.
Yep.
So that's good. Now that we know that's there, we can drop. The big get there was the grub.
Gotcha. Whee! Ooh, yeah, those pits, man. Those are creepy-looking pits.
There's a lot of them. Alright.
Follow the scared... I guess those are centipedes?
Something like that. Yeah, for the vertical ones, by the way, you probably saw me do it earlier, I didn't mention it. You can dream nail these guys, and you'll get some soul back for doing it.
Oh, okay.
So if you're running low, it's a good way to get some back. Sir.
Centipede, more like stampede.
There's a lot of them.